Our community partner is CHEC, Charlotte Harbor Environmental Center. CHEC is responsible for protecting Florida's environmentally sensitive lands. It's home to a bunch of abundant Florida wildlife and ecosystems. And our group decided to work with them because everyone in our group is passionate about wildlife and educating the public on what all goes on at CHEC and wildlife and just conservation.
With this project, we are addressing the education of children, and we wanted to fix some things up to make it more approachable for people to come to, make it look more professional. It is important because as we educate our children, they get the knowledge of the environment and how everything works with it, how we are affecting it, and what we need to change for it to be impacted in a good way.
So CHEC's mission is to provide a facility for visitors of the public to come and participate in recreation, and also to see what we're doing to conserve natural lands around here, natural resources. We also especially focus on environmental education for young children, for people who are young these days, so that they can learn how to protect the environment for the future. CHEC staff includes only 3 full-time employees and 1 part-time, and one of our full-time employees works at Cedar Point. We mainly take care of the administrative duties, so we take care of getting all of our grants and scheduling all of our programs that we do, and even simple things like putting up signage in the park or keeping the grounds nice and safe for everybody. So it's a lot of work, and we don't have any maintenance employees or anything. So most of our volunteers are just awesome, and they take care of all the maintenance in the park.
We decided that we could help them by updating their trails, like picking up the garbage, and by updating the signs that they have, make them more interactive, because the old signs were just like pieces of paper that you'd go up and read like 2 fun facts. So our group took it upon ourselves to make it interactive by adding QR barcodes, so that way families and campers or anybody just walking the trails could actually scan the codes with their cell phones and can pull up websites and more information about them, and it'll have pictures and like interactive things for people on the trails instead of just reading a boring sign. And by doing that, we hope that the signs will last and hopefully bring more awareness and more people to the trails and keep them updated and more interactive for people to come in the future.
Our group's goal for CHEC was to create an easier way for people to educate themselves on the importance of wildlife while enjoying nature itself. So when people know the importance of nature, they tend to have a better understanding of why we need to preserve it for future generations to come. And therefore, the future generations get an easier way to study and enjoy the nature as much as we do.
So our classic engagement has actually helped us with our project. It has helped us because in the beginning, we needed to go in there and ask them how we could help them. So instead of us going into the meeting with Shelby and saying, so Shelby, this is what we are going to do, we're here to do this and that. Instead of doing that, we went in and we asked her, Shelby, what do you need us to do? What does CHEC need from us?
So FGCU service learning projects are something that I personally hold very important, because without the service learning projects that I did, I wouldn't have made it to where I am today. And I honestly learned more doing service learning than I did in school. I think it's kind of good for everybody. We get a helping hand, which is awesome as always. And then the FGCU student, they also get to really put their skills to work and learn some new skills while they're at it.
In the end, we were able to collaborate with CHEC to design and create 10 new signs for their trails that included fun facts, visuals, and a code to scan so that the viewer can get further information on the plant or animal. More importantly, though, we were able to understand what it is like to try and create an impact on a community through a nonprofit organization. All 5 of us had an amazing time while volunteering, and we have gained some incredible insights through this service learning experience.
I believe that my group will definitely be back to CHEC to help them out in any way that we can. We had an amazing group.